Hi, I'm Joe Sandwright Callender, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book. It's an educational program, and it's actually a picture book based program for teaching literacy and social skills to children. And we are focusing on social skills on all of these vlogs that I'm doing because I know that self-esteem is the foundation of all of the skills that a child learns, and it's self-esteem begins their educational process because if they feel that they can, the child does better, and self-esteem means feeling good about oneself. So we've been doing a series on social stories, and now we're on video modeling, and today we're on part three. What is video modeling? And we've talked about it's actually you're taking a skill and you are showing the child how to achieve the skill by acting it out. That's basically all it is. And the reason why I truly love video modeling is because it works so well in my day to day life, from improving my practice as a teacher. And while I was doing my national board, it was like wonderful to see what I was doing in the classroom and teaching a group or a large group, and to edit my activities and actions so that I could just hone in on what I really wanted to accomplish in the time that I had my class together. Also, I'm replacing the RAM in my computer, and I use YouTube videos to find out how do I, take out the door of this iMac and, replace these parts. So we use video modeling all the time, cooking, fix it. I had one cousin who actually constructed a section of her house using YouTube's, and she also fixed her one of the I think it's her carburetor. I said that's much more than I would have done, but YouTube is extremely valuable, and that's why we're using this format to work with. How do you express to people, as I'm doing, an idea, and YouTube is just so wonderful. So we're looking at why video modeling. Well, for one thing, it's called a sound intervention, and that's an intervention that you can use to teach children that's effective and repeatable. And it's also a practice that's called EBP, evidence based practice, which is highly seen as a highly effective way of teaching children. And it's been used with children. This video modeling has been really effective for children with autism as well as those with learning disabilities. So I found out there were six actual ways of doing video modeling, and I think I might have used a few of them. But first of all, there's video feedback. I certainly use that. It's when a child is recorded just doing their thing and allowing them to watch and evaluate whether they felt that the behavior was okay or not okay, and inappropriate or appropriate. And so the child rates it and gives the feedback, and then you focus on the okay part. I to extinguish the not okay part, I just didn't show it to them anymore because I established that was not okay. So we focused on what to do. So that goes into video modeling, and we talked about that before, as in vivo, when you you script out the behavior, and the child watches someone do this behavior in an appropriate way. It takes a little bit more time to get, especially to get a child to do the behavior for another child, because you have to kind of coach them and walk them through the steps. But it works best if you have an adult who has a disability to watch an adult, and for a child to watch a child in the same gender is usually more effective than mixing it up for the child. And then video self-modeling is when the child is filmed and reviews that video that portrays their acceptable behavior. And that's what I focused on most of the time, is having the child do the behavior the correct way. And then, it takes a little while because, there's that level of understanding and how their ability of how well they're actually doing it. But you take the best sequence and you use that. The point of view video modeling, it's when you take a child's perspective in the actual setting and the actions that are targeted. like I did with the child on the playground going to and from lunch. That was point of view modeling. But actually, I think you could even say it's self modeling. If I were to take that same video and just show the path to the classroom and then show the settings that they're doing, like it's more, I think, effective for something like opening up the carton of milk so the child can see how to do it in the appropriate way. But the point of view modeling can be actually like video prompting, and they're like fine lines between each one, of course. But video prompting is when you take a clip of an expertly performed task and it's like a step by step process, like YouTube, the fix it videos. And then there's computer based instruction, where you take the text, pictures, music, video footage, and you make something like Sesame Street. It's engaging. And that's why this works really well. And I know, children have watched this for years. I don't even know how long Sesame Street's been on, but I could still remember some of the counting and ABC songs that I watched with my younger brother and sister as they were growing up. And, it's just a wonderful format. So next week, Tuesday, because Monday is Fun Day Monday, next week, Tuesday, I'm going to give you 5 quick tips of how to set up video modeling. And I think that's going to be, very effective. I found a couple of other research papers that where other teachers have used video modeling and have given their ideas. So I'm going to compile all of these and give you the 5 best tips that I have discovered from my own practice and what other teachers and special ed specialists have said worked for them. So until then, have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.